Hello, everyone. Miss Debbie here. Nice to see you. Thank you for coming to Storytime tonight. I hope you can settle in. Most of you have some days off from school for spring break, so it's a holiday. Spring holidays include Easter and Passover, so maybe you'll stay up a little later and listen to these stories. So we start with our welcoming song. Hello, everybody. How are you? How are you? How are you? Hello, everybody. How are you? How are you today? I hope you had a swell day and that you look forward to some good stories so that you can tuck into Lily White's party and have some sweet dreams. I'm tired tonight. I can't wait to tuck in to my bed, and I like stories before I go to bed too. Sometimes I read stories and sometimes I tell myself stories, things that went on during the day. And I like those a lot. I sometimes think about people that I know and nice things people said to each other, and maybe the way the birds flitted around the sky while I was out walking my dog. All of those things. So let's do Thumpkin, right? Thumpkin. Where is Thumpkin? Where is Thumpkin? Where is Thumpkin? Here I am. Here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Where is Pointer? Where is Pointer? Here I am. Here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Where is Tall Lady? Where is Tall Lady? Here I am. Here I am. How are you today, ma'am? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Where is Ring Man? Where is Ring Man? Here I am. Here I am. How are you today, sir? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Where is Pinky? Where is Pinky? Here I am. Here I am. How are you today, dude? Very well, I thank you. Run away, run away. Ah, rub your hands together, your palms, and then swoop. It's called interlacing your fingers, and then you swoop them out. Gives a little stretch to your wrists too. It's good to stretch before we go to bed. So our first story tonight is called Good Morning Grizzle Grump. Now you've probably heard that bears hibernate over the winter. Other animals hibernate as well. Let's see. The queen bee hibernates. She sleeps underground all winter. Chipmunks hibernate. Squirrels are supposed to hibernate, but I don't think they do really. They're around up to mischief all winter long. Um, yes, maybe some fish or water animals hibernate, but definitely bears. Bears is uh, the most well-known, renowned hibernator. Good morning, Grizzle Grump. Did you ever wake up hungry and then like fly to the kitchen to just get some Cheerios and milk? You can tell by the flowers that it's the beginning of spring. Our flowers are starting to bloom too. And every day they're, the buds on the trees are just getting bigger and bigger. And all of a sudden they'll be all popped out and we'll say, oh, it happened so quickly. Okay, the wild world. All right. This is the wild world, the whole wild world. All the animals of the forest have awoken from their winter slumber and are joyfully welcoming spring. All of the animals except for one. Grizzle Grump. Wake up, Grizzle Grump. Knock, knock, knock. Knockety knock. Whump. He flings open the door and it whumps Squirrel right there. He's kind of like sleepy-eyed still. Grumble, rumble, gurgle, gargle. That's his tummy rumbling because he's hungry. Grizzle Grump is hungry. He stomps down the mountain in search of a springtime snack. Trample, trudge, trample, trudge. Sniff, sniff, snuffle. Aha! What's that delicious smell coming from those brambly bushes? Berries! Gooseberries! Lingonberries, boysenberries, huckleberries, all ready to eat. Now where did Squirrel go? Aha, Squirrel's hiding in the basket. And he's laughing, hee hee. Hey, come back here with my berries. Oh no, all the animals have taken all the berries and they're running away with them. Poor Grizzle Grump. With a gurgling and a gargling, Grizzle Grump and his empty tummy stomp off in search of another springtime snack. Sniff, sniff, snuffle. Aha! What's that delicious smell coming from this swirling stream? Fish. Slimy fish, slippery fish, fast fish, flippery fish, all ready to eat. Now where did Squirrel go? He's still in the basket. He's laughing and giggling, hee hee hee. Hey, hey, come back here with my fish. All the other animals went off with the fish. Poor Grizzly Grump. With a rumbling and a grumbling, Grizzle Grump and his empty tummy stomp off in search of another springtime snack. Sniff, sniff, snuffle. Aha! What's that delicious smell coming from this ferny forest? What do you think? Bugs! Yummy bugs, wiggly bugs, yucky bugs, jiggly bugs, all ready to eat. Now where did Squirrel go? Squirrel's hiding in the basket and he's giggling. Hey, come back here with my bugs. His friends have taken all the bugs. With a bubbling and a burbling, Grizzle Grump and his empty tummy stomp off in search of another springtime snack. Gurgle, rumble, grumble, rumble, gurgle, gargle. Grizzle Grump searched high and low, near and far. Poor Grizzle Grump. Sniff, sniff, snuffle. Aha! What's that delicious smell coming from over that hilly hump? Surprise! Woohoo! Hooray! Oh yeah! Whoop-de-doo! Yippee! And the surprise is the first annual Rise and Surprise Bear Fair. They are welcoming Bear back from his hibernation. They took all the food so that they could make a surprise party for him. That's pretty funny. Now, phew, all that eating has made me sleepy. I need a nap. Everyone needs a nap. They have full bellies. This is kind of a fun book. It's written by Aaron Blecka, and he's also the artist. It's kind of nice, kind of fun pictures. If you check this out from the library, you'll get to spend time with the book and look at the pictures closely. So our friendship song is Skidamarink, so let's sing that one, right? Remember, we use a little bit of sign language called I love you, okay? Skidamarink-a-dink-a-dink, skidamarink-a-doo. I love you. Skidamarink-a-dink-a-dink, skidamarink-a-doo. I love you. I love you in the morning and in the afternoon. I love you in the evening and underneath the moon. Oh, skidamarink-a-dink-a-dink, skidamarink-a-doo. I love you. Cha-cha-cha. I really like that song. Um, so now, this is the quintessential bear book. You've probably read this a lot of times, by Karma Wilson, illustrated by Jane Chapman, called Bear Wants More. There's a lot of bear stories by Karma Wilson, and they all rhyme. So this is also, oh, look at him sleeping in his den. Aw, Bear Wants More. Springtime, you can tell by the flowers. Look, those yellow flowers are called daffodils. And it's the season right now today for daffodils to come up. When springtime comes in his warm winter den, the bear wakes up. He's very hungry and thin. He waddles outside and roots all around. He digs and he paws fresh shoots from the ground. He nibbles on his lawn till the last blade is gone. But the bear wants more. Mouse scampers by with his acorn pail. Come along, Mouse squeaks to Strawberry Vale. So up Mouse hops onto Bear's big back. They tromp through the woods for a fresh fruit snack. The berries grow sweet and they eat, eat, eat. But the bear wants more. By the way, see that animal? It's called a hare. That's another word for rabbit. The noon sun glows when along hops Hare. Good day, friend Mouse. How do, friend Bear? I'm hungry, roars Bear. Hare says, follow me. There's a fresh clover patch by the cottonwood tree. They nibble on their lunch with a crunch, crunch, crunch. But Bear wants more. Badger shuffles by with his new fishing pole. There's a fine fish feast at the old fishing hole. They head to the pond and they sit by the shore. Bear catches fish, but he still wants more. Bears don't use fishing poles. So look, here is a raven. A raven is like a big blackbird. And wren, this is the little wren sitting on top of mole. That's the mole. And I think, or maybe that's the gopher and that's the mole. All right, so the wren is sitting on top of the gopher. Meanwhile, back at the big bear's den wait gopher and mole with raven and wren. They bake honey cakes. They decorate, pardon me. They decorate the lair. It's a springtime party for their good friend Bear. So bears have friends who make parties for them when they wake up in the spring. Bear rubs at his tummy. He smells something yummy, and he still wants more. Bear sniffs and he snuffles as a sweet breeze blows. He romps to his home. He follows his nose. His friends yell surprise when he gets to his den. But Bear is so big that he can't fit in. Bear wails, what luck! I am stuck, stuck, stuck in my own front door. Mouse squeaks, "Poor bear. He is wedged too tight." Hare tugs, raven pushes with all of their might. Badger gets a stick, and he pries so hard that bear pops out and he lands in his yard. Since bear is so wide, they party outside, and he still wants more. Bear opens presents, he gobbles honey cakes. He eats so much that his big tummy aches. He snuggles in the grass and he snores big snores. He is full, 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 but his friends want more. Bear ate all the food. That is so cute. I love the bear books. Oh, bear wants more. Anyway, I'm ready for Lily White's party, but I have more books. So remember last week we read Girl versus Squirrel. And this is another book similar to that because squirrels are pesty. I know in my yard they're pesty. I don't know what to do. Maybe buy a big bag of peanuts and put them out at the end of the driveway to keep them away from the bird seed. This is called Those Darn Squirrels by Adam Rubin and Daniel Salmieri. So just like, remember in last week's book, Girl versus Squirrel, she didn't like the squirrels taking all her bird seed, but then she decided she could build more feeders so that the squirrels could eat and the birds could eat. This is kind of a fun story, too. On the outskirts of town, at the edge of the forest, there was a little old house. The only thing older than the little old house was the man who lived in it, Old Man Fookwire. There's the little old house. Old Man Fookwire was so old that when he sneezed, dust came out of his mouth and his nose. He was also a grump. Ugh. He hated pie. He hated puppies. The only thing he liked was birds. All summer long, the old man painted pictures of the birds that visited his backyard. There were whirlybirds and bonga birds, baba birds and yaba birds. Even a rare flugel bird came by once or twice. Fookwire's paintings weren't very good, but the birds never said anything. When the air turned crisp and the leaves began to change color, the old man grew sad. He knew that soon the birds would fly south for the winter, as they did every year, and that he would be lonely. Then he had an idea. If he fed the birds, maybe they would stick around. So Old Man Fookwire built beautiful bird feeders and put them up all around his backyard. He filled the feeders with delicious seeds and berries, and soon birds came from all over the forest just to eat in the old man's yard. But the birds weren't the only ones who liked the bird feeders. The squirrels did too. Not many people know this, but squirrels are very clever. They're the cleverest of all woodland creatures. In fact, they're fuzzy little geniuses. They can make a house out of a tree, a bed out of a bunch of leaves, and a box kite out of twigs, dirt, and squirrel spit. They are also excellent at math. Winter was fast approaching, and the squirrels needed to gather as much food as they could get to get ready. So they decided to take some of the bird food. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Squirrels are so bad at taking bird seed. The birds were not happy, and neither was Old Man Fookwire when he discovered what had happened. He shook his old man fist and yelled, "Those darn squirrels!" He filled up the feeders again, but this time he hung them from a clothesline. Then he went back inside, confident that the squirrels would no longer be able to get to the seeds and berries. What do you think? But the squirrels were determined. They devised a plan, and this time they took all the food from the bird feeders. The birds were furious. Humph, 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 yelled the bonga bird. Those darn squirrels, yelled Old Man Fookwire. Yum, said the squirrels. Ooh, look at the squirrels' fat bellies. Now it was Old Man Footwire's turn to devise a plan. He went to the general store to get supplies. He bought lasers and clamps. He bought wires and springs. He bought all sorts of tools and built a veritable fortress around his bird feeders. And then he refilled them very carefully. Na, 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 shouted a flugelbird. Looks like he set booby traps. The squirrels stayed up all night working out their strategy. They drank cherry cola and ate salt and vinegar chips to help them stay awake. Finally, they had it, the perfect plan. They put on their tiny helmets and prepared to launch themselves into the air over the fence between the lasers and onto the bird feeders. It's always good to have a plan. The first squirrel misfired and hit a tree. The second squirrel went too high and landed in a bucket of paint. The third squirrel sailed clear over the house. The birds laughed and laughed. They each had one last delicious mouthful of seeds and berries from the old man's feeders. Then they flew south for the winter, just as they did every year. After the birds left, the Old Man Fookwire was lonely, just as he was every year. He fixed himself some cottage cheese and pepper, his favorite snack, but he was still lonely. When he looked out the window, the squirrels could tell that he wasn't happy. "Go away," shouted the old man. "I don't like you squirrels." He's a really crabby guy. The squirrels held a meeting deep inside a large tree. They decided to give the old man a present to make up for taking the seeds and berries. Squirrel meeting tonight. Now, not many people know this, but squirrels are not only fuzzy little geniuses, they also collect just about anything they find on the ground. These squirrels had a vast stockpile of spectacular junk to choose from. But what would Fookwire like? Bottle caps? Popsicle sticks? Postage stamps? Finally, they had it, the perfect gift. The squirrels stacked all of their loose change on Old Man Fookwire's doorstep. There were dimes and pennies. There were nickels and quarters. There were even a few tokens from Coco's arcade. It all added up to $47.36, plus a few rounds of skee-ball. "Well, maybe you squirrels aren't so bad," Fookwire said when he found the coins, "but I still like birds better." And he's looking at the stacks of coins. This gave the squirrels another idea. They raided their junk collection again and got to work. When Old Man Fookwire woke up the next morning, he was amazed to see that the birds had returned. But wait, those things weren't birds. They were squirrels in disguise. "Great googly moogly," said Old Man Fookwire. "This will make quite a painting." He ran outside and took down the lasers and the wires and the spring-loaded trapeze. He turned all the bird feeders into squirrel feeders. Then he painted till his brush ran out of bristles. Aren't those pretty squirrel birds? The squirrels were so overjoyed they had a party in Old Man Fookwire's house. "Those darn squirrels," said Fookwire, and he shook his old man fist, but he smiled. He came around. Maybe I'll come around. Maybe I should make friends with my squirrels. What do you think? Well, okay, I'll buy a big bag of peanuts. The bag is like that big. And I actually knew a lady who fed the squirrels walnuts in the walnut shell, and she would tap the shell like that, and the squirrels would come and take the nut out of her hand. I don't want to do that, and I don't advise you to do that either, because a squirrel is still a wild animal. So we are going to get ready for bed, get ready for Lily White's party. I am looking forward to it. Like I said, I'm a little tired. I get tired in the spring. It's like so nice out, and I want to go for a walk with my dog, and then I get tired. So, but that's what happens. Anyway, so we're going to Lily White's party, and this is the way we get ready for bed. This is the way we wash our face, wash our face, wash our face. This is the way we wash our face before we go to bed. This is the way we comb our hair, comb our hair, comb our hair. This is the way we comb our hair before we go to bed. This is the way we brush our teeth, brush our teeth, brush our teeth. This is the way we brush our teeth before we go to bed. That's very important. This is the way we blow a kiss, blow a kiss, blow a kiss. This is the way we blow a kiss before we go to bed. A goodnight kiss is a very special thing. It seals in all the good parts of the day and seals out any disturbing things that might happen at night. It's like being protected by an angel. A kiss from somebody that you love. But let's do just one more story. Of course, we must do the Golden Egg book, my favorite springtime book. Love the pictures. So this is a very famous book by Margaret Wise Brown, and it's illustrated by Leonard Weisgard. Very, very famous book. Very beautiful book. Look at those decorations. Look at those flowers. Oh, it's just breathtaking. Once there was a little bunny. He was all alone. One day he found an egg. He could hear something moving inside the egg. What was it? Maybe it was a little boy inside the egg. Maybe it was another bunny. Maybe it was an elephant. Maybe it was a mouse. Who can tell what he would find? And how would a little bunny know? But there was something inside that egg. He could hear something moving. He shook it. Then the bunny pushed the egg with his foot. He jumped on top of the egg. He climbed a tree and threw nuts at it. He rolled the egg down a hill, but still it didn't break, and whatever was in the egg didn't come out. So the bunny threw a rock at the egg. But because he was only a little bunny, it was a very little rock, and he didn't throw it very hard, and the egg didn't break. Pick, pick, pick. Something was trying to get out of that egg. The bunny sat very still and watched through his shining eyes. He sat very still and listened with his big, soft ears. Pick, pick, pick. Then the little bunny began to yawn, and he yawned and he yawned. The egg was very quiet. He curled up all sleepy and warm close to the egg and went to sleep. He went to sleep because he was so sleepy. Then, pick, 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 and peck, 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 and crackety crack, out jumped a little yellow duck. "Oh, what is this?" said the little duck when he saw the bunny. "What could this little fur thing be?" The bunny was very sleepy, so he was still asleep and didn't wake up. "Inside the egg," said the duck. "I thought I was all alone in a small dark world. Now I find myself alone with a bunny in a big bright world, and the bunny won't wake up." So the duck pushed the bunny with his foot and jumped on top of him and threw a little rock at him and rolled him down a hill. And the bunny woke up. "Where's my egg?" said the bunny. "And where did you come from?" "Never mind that," said the duck. So the bunny and the duck were friends, and no one was ever alone again. The end. And here is some of those beautiful pictures again. Isn't that, this is absolutely one of my favorite stories in the whole wide world. So, is it dark enough yet? No, but it will be, and when it is, we'll see Twinkle. "Starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might have the wish I wish tonight. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are." You would be surprised how many people wish on a star. And why not? Oh, do you have any good wishes for your star tonight? Well, I hope you have sweet dreams and a good night's sleep, and that you wake up to a beautiful day filled with sunshine and lots of things to do. Because you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Bye. Thanks for listening to my stories tonight. I'll see you next week. Have a great week.